All right, I'll post the link right now.
Sick. How many viewers we got?
We're just blowing up with views right now.
Oh shit.
All right, it's on Twitter right now.
Let's see. Asking anything. Epic. Do you want me to retweet it?
If you want to.
What's the first question? Nothing
I
yet.
don't think. Oh my
What?
God. We do got a question.
Really? From who?
Take a guess.
Texas Space Cowboy?
Not quite.
Kyle? I don't know.
It's Brody. He's asking why is he not in the stream? This is
Uh,
this is mainly a test to see how many people we can get to watch this abomination.
yeah. He's
But
the only one watching. Is he the only one watching right now?
here I'll ask.
Boy.
I'll ask Texas if he's up right now.
I mean, it's only 10 o'clock.
He's actually from Texas.
Hold on. I might quote your tweet and say to ask some questions.
Can you pull up the video on like your phone, or is it gonna kick you out?
It kicks me out,
Nice.
unfortunately. It would be nice so I could see the questions. Hold on. I'm going to try something.
This is an awesome stream.
It's pretty crazy.
Are you gonna retweet this bad boy?
Maybe in a second. I'm trying to see if I can get my laptop to work.
I see.
Like I click it to turn it on and like it lights up, like the keyboard lights up, but the screen just is staying black. Any suggestions, people?
Sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
All right, Brody's asking about Tool. Let me read the full question. What is the name of the new Tool album? How many songs are on it? The names of each song. What is each song?
We don't have that kind of inside information.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're. It's probably going to be a double album, honestly. They spent so much time on it. It'd be kind of weird to give like a generic, like 10 tracks, 30 minutes long. Although, you know what? Before I say anything else stupid, Go through
Do you
their
like
albums
them?
real quick. The only album I know off the top of my head is Undertow. But didn't Matt go see them like 2 years ago?
Um, I don't. I'm not sure. You might have seen them.
Yeah,
I'm
most of
not
their
sure.
albums are pretty long. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, honestly, this will probably be their longest and definitely their last because they've just this is basically like the Half-Life 3 of music. Yeah, the average length of their albums is like 70 minutes.
That's too long.
But well, I mean they are progressive, but they I'm gonna get the chat again.
Hold on. I'm gonna try looking at the. I'm gonna try clicking on the video. See if it'll work.
A false idol, a crimson idol. Well, you know, I'm curious when Razor's going to get like real competition because you got Cover Killer Nation and guys like that, but when is like a charismatic metal edgy right wing guy going to come along and say, you know what, I am the answer to Razor Fist. I'm going to sweep his audience right from underneath him. And then he'll really have to respond to. It'll be a Razor Fist civil war. Yeah, good point. A metal monster. See, I don't know why these guys are so hard to contact. There is a big problem with a cult of personality around these guys who have like 30,000 subscribers at the least. Or actually, let me do the numbers real quick. I know Black Metal Werewolf's got a lot, but there's a little speculation around how that happened. Okay, Metal Monster's got 15,000. Yeah, I don't know. It is kind of weird because these are just normal people, and you know, anyone can do the homework and just look up all these albums and yeah, I'm just trying to get Tim Ripper Owens in here one day, so got to set the narrative right. Get in here, Texas. Get in here and put some life into this stream, for God's sakes. Yeah, it's pretty dead right now, but
Hey, can you hear me?
yes, I can. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, like if I go to look at the like video, it kicks me off of here, but I can join right back. So maybe I'll go back and
Gotcha.
forth. I just retweeted it, so
I see. Yeah, we'll do this probably for an hour and just see where we're at as far as views and activity, and then maybe we'll do more stuff like this in the future. Maybe
3
some
a.m.
debate. Yeah, that too. But just to kill some time here, what albums came out today? Lita Ford.
Yes, sir. Lita.
Mrs. Ford. All right, what do we got here? 80s weekend.
All right. Yeah, top 3 best hair metal albums of the 80s.
Is that a
I
question we
said,
got?
yeah, no, this is the question I saw on Twitter. I put Out of the Cellar, Under Lock and
Oh,
Key, and Skid Row debut.
3 hair metal albums. Yeah, Dawkins
Yeah.
got to be in there. And then Rat. And then Skid Row. Did we argue about what we should label them?
Yeah, they count. They count. Just stop. They count. Especially the first album.
Well,
So
what the hell is hair metal?
just, you know what it is.
I think I do, but is Tesla glam metal?
Not really. I guess it could be, but it's hard to determine some of these.
See,
You know,
I just think if people just start talking about listing off all the bands, like there shouldn't be any debate as to what really counts. Like if someone's gonna put an album that's questionable on the list, then just leave it. Just leave it on the list.
so Skid Row should count.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I was looking at some
Right.
people's like replies because like hundreds of people reply to that guy, and like
Oh yeah.
one of his questions was top 3 like glam metal or hair metal bands, and somebody put Aerosmith number 1. I was like,
Interesting.
what the heck?
Yeah, so you know me, I love Back for the Attack. So I'd probably put that instead of Under Lock.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
unfortunate.
I am self-aware that there's a lot of skippable songs on Back for the Attack, but just like what I said about Defenders of the Faith, I have to put the strong songs up against the strong songs on, Painkiller or the strong songs on Under Lock and Key. That's
So
why
Under
I
Lock
think
and Key would win.
for me, I'd put Back for
Easy.
the Attack and then of course that'd be second. I'm hearing a lot of people say Tooth and Nail is probably the second. I tried listening to that again and it just doesn't work for me like it used to.
That album's amazing.
Because yeah, I really like it, and that's definitely my third favorite. But honestly, I don't like Just Got Lucky and
That's kind of weak, but
Heartless Heart.
that song's pretty good. But Shadow Life is actually the second best Dokken
No,
album.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
There is a song at the end of that album that I like, but it's just an instrumental. It's like some bluesy Jimi Hendrix type stuff.
Mm-hmm. Any more questions?
Probably not. We're probably scraping the barrel at this point.
And Brody is our only viewer, or he left?
I think even he couldn't take us. Oh, wait,
So,
it says there's 3 people watching, so
holy shit.
whatever that means.
How's it going, people?
See, the problem is, like, obviously you got way more followers, but there's a lot of older people on Twitter that don't really understand how the live streaming stuff works. So
Yeah, and they really just don't care.
they could probably watch it, but I don't know if they understand how the chat works and all that. Even though there's not much to figure out.
Literally, all you do is type. Like, boy.
There's still a lot of people who don't even understand how Twitter works, which is kind of surprising to me. A lot of boomers who don't understand the new the social media. Today was Thunderbolt.
Uh-huh.
Nice. 2nd of February. Oh yeah, that's right.
The top 10 album from last year.
Correct. When's the new Enforcer coming out?
Like May, I think.
May.
Not too
Oh
long.
man,
Yeah.
thought it was closer.
Dude, I was looking at I saw like some footage from the Kiss concert like last night and it looked pretty awesome. So I was looking at tickets and the cheapest one like and it's the shittiest seats are like $78 and then like decent seats it's like 150.
Really.
It's pretty unfortunate, yeah.
But if you do
And
get
then
nosebleed seats, you can still pretty much see the whole stage, so that's pretty cool.
well well it's like the arena and it's like the seats that are like in the upper deck like directly
Yeah,
like to the side like so you'll be like on the side and way up top. So I don't know how good you're gonna be able to see.
yeah.
But then there's like tickets down close for like $1,200. It's ridiculous.
Jesus. All right, we got a question.
Holy shit.
Javier asks, who has a better solo career, Dio or Ozzy? All right, I think we're gonna disagree on this.
That's a pretty difficult one, but I'd probably at this point say Dio. If the Dio band, like you're saying, the Dio band, yeah, I like Dio better than Ozzy Solo a little bit right now.
Nice. All
So
right. Yeah, Texas Cowboys just spamming Dio. I agree. Well, because I think
we'll see the wait.
most people would say the first two mainly. I mean, we like most of the early stuff anyway, but the first two people would say is like the best of like all of Dio and Ozzy's catalog. But Dio's like super consistent, like all his 80s, 90s, and and that's
Yeah, Holy Diver and Dream Evil and Strange Highways are my like three favorites, but
yeah. Even though I don't really like Sacred Heart, that's still like a great album, even if it's like
yeah,
at
it's
least
not
four
bad.
out of everything.
I mean, yeah, Diary of a Madman is my favorite solo Ozzy album.
Yeah, and I even like all the stuff after Ultimate Sin and No Rest for
Yeah,
the Wicked.
everything up through No More Tears is like really good, and there's like pretty good stuff mixed in after that.
I said Dio's Magica is a masterpiece. That's true. Underrated.
Who said that? Texas
Texas.
Space.
Yeah.
I saw him. I saw him comment earlier. His top three albums from the '80s that are metal. I think he had Love Rules number one. He had Eternal Idol number two, and Somewhere in Time number three.
Awesome. It's a smart
Pretty
guy.
epic.
Javier's got another one for us. Is
Oh
Wasp
shit.
heavy metal, glam, or hard rock? So
I would say just straight up heavy metal.
yeah, I'd say metal. I don't understand the glam thing really. I mean, I know they have a lot of makeup and shit, but I mean, really, that's just like what Alice Cooper does. It's just showmanship. Yeah, they're basically just metal though.
Yeah,
Now,
they're amazing. Mm.
now, I think we were talking about this earlier about Kyle thinks Queensryche is glam. Now,
Yeah,
now I disagree with that. However, there are some like glam sounding ballads in their catalog, so I kind of get where that comes from. Like Eyes of a
yeah,
Stranger. Like that just
yeah.
it melds with the, all the other ballads from that era. Yeah, overall
Hmm.
they're like just traditional metal.
Traditional. Yeah, pretty much. Progressive.
Yeah, man. Honestly, they do have a lot of weird like time signatures and stuff like that. So yeah, they are kind of progressive metal, honestly.
Here, hold up. I'm quoting your tweet and saying drop some questions in
Awesome.
here.
Yeah, Javier said Queensryche is straight up prog metal. I mean, early on, yes, and then I've been going through their 2000s catalog, and it's not as bad as I remember, but it's still not that great. Operation Mindcrime 2, there's a couple songs I actually really like, and
Dude, what the heck? Who is their drummer now? Because I saw is Scott Rockenfeld still in there or no?
I don't think so, but I
Because
might
Todd
be wrong.
Latore, like I saw a thing that said Todd Latore hasn't talked to him in a year and a half.
Yeah, I
I know they
think
played within the last year and a half, so
right. Let me check before I say something stupid.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it says Todd Latour is going to be playing drums on the new album. That's weird.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, because apparently he was like a drummer before he was a singer.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm not caught up on the recent lineup, but I do like what I hear from the newest Queensryche album that's coming out. All the singles they're putting out, I think all of it sounds good. You guys hear a band called Night Demon? Oh yeah, dude, those guys are cool. I just discovered them.
Yeah, new wave traditional metal type band.
Awesome. All right, Javier, any hope for Sebastian Bach and Skid Row reuniting?
No,
Probably not.
no.
Probably not. Yeah,
Sebastian
I
Bach
love
said that he
how
wants to, but they won't do it.
yeah, I love how they totally could, but they just hate each other so much. They're not even going to give it a chance.
Well, apparently Sebastian has said that he is like willing to sit down and like he said he's sorry and all this, and they just like completely ignore him.
Well, dude, I
It's
read a
it's kind of
funny
funny.
funny article about they got in like a group chat, like texting, like they were all communicating, and they were arguing over like who's controlling the group chat and all that stuff. And so they split up again. Like they had to do was talk to each other, but they started arguing
This was
like
recent.
just a bunch of old guys arguing over text message.
No,
And then
so this was recent.
this is like last year.
Because I saw Sebastian Bach like quoted like a blabbermouth like headline or something, and it was like something about Skid Row like losing their current singer, and then Sebastian Bach was like, "You guys have had like 8 effing singers. Maybe y'all are the ones that are hard to work with." So
Yeah, that was like a little, honestly, that was kind of a while back now that I remember. But apparently they tried to talk with each other and talk it out, but they just couldn't agree on who's running a text message group. And it's like, if you can't get that down, you're probably never going to write music together.
yeah.
I think we got another one. Also, check out a band called Barrow White if you like Venom. Nice. Too Much Ego has a lot of bands. Motley Crue, Skid Row, Kiss. Yeah, all those bands. See, I kind of don't. I don't really care like who's the asshole in the band, who's the dictator, you know. If it oh, what's going on?
Howdy.
The hell happened?
Well, I was trying to look and see at the. I was trying to look at the chat, and
Oh yeah,
it kicks me out, and then I couldn't get back in.
big mistake.
So if I go away and I'm gone for like more than like 30 seconds, just send me the invite back.
All right, we'll probably just do this for a couple more minutes, but
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate.
we're just getting two questions from the same people, but that's cool. You guys are cool, I promise. You guys are cool.
Yeah, thank you.
But oh god. Okay, hold on. Texas, before I get to your question, Javier, I don't really care who's like the dictator or the asshole in the band. Like as long as the music comes out good, that's really all I care. And I know some people say, it's not cool for Ingve or Dave Mustaine to kick people out of their band. I mean, if it's their band, I think they can do whatever they want. So I know most people don't see it that way though. But what about you, Bryce? When you hear about, this guy's an asshole, I can't work with him, he should.
Yeah, I guess I agree with what you were saying. I don't really care.
Yeah.
As long as the music is good.
Exactly. All right. So Texas asks, why did you make a video talking shit about boomers when half the people who make the music are boomers? Well,
That's what I said. Idiot.
well, here's the thing though. Like the majority of people in the metal scene in general, and I know I'm not supposed to say this because I'm basically like making fun of like my friends and my own fan base, or not my fan base, but like people who like the music I like. Like most of them don't really know what they're talking about, and so that's why I want to criticize the whole genre as a whole because there's only so many smart people that really know like all the cool underrated bands and this and that and whatever. So that's why, that's the fact that like I said in the video, like the fact that Eddie Trunk is seen as this idol, this like music genius. I mean that's really a low point for us. I mean,
Yeah.
we got to
You're
start
just saying because he only like knows like the mainstream shit.
exactly, and a lot of the metal fan base only knows the mainstream stuff, and so we really got to be more critical and like conservative of who we think is cool in the metal scene because if we just start saying everybody's cool and every band should get a chance, then we're going to start hearing a lot of bad albums and we're already hearing that. There's a lot of older bands that put out mediocre albums and people act like it's the greatest thing ever. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to like be edgy and just criticize people who are more popular than me. I really do think there's a lot of dumb people that no one wants to call out.
That's pretty edgy, bro.
Yeah, I am pretty edgy. I'm also the most humble person I know, too. Everyone just needs to be as smart as me. But the metal show was a decent show, a lot of good guests. Yeah, I give him credit for putting together a TV show just about
Yeah,
metal.
has he ever given a shout out to Skullfist though?
Yeah, the main problem with that metal show is, I mean, for God's sakes, I saw the guys from Styx on that show, and it's like, really, you have time for them, but not.
Okay, whoa.
All right. What did
Let's
I
be
hit a
careful
nerve?
about.
Did I?
Let's not talk trash about Tommy Shaw,
All
bud.
right, listen, I love Tommy Shaw and Damn Yankees. This is not a diss on them. I'm just saying.
He's in the best super group
All right,
ever.
all
So
right. But Styx, not Damn Yankees, Styx, not really a metal band. I mean, they're
well,
cool.
I'm not saying they are. I mean, they say
Right,
hard
right.
rock and metal is that metal show. So they
Okay,
had the girls from Hard on there.
right. I
They
do think he
had
needs to pick his targets a little better because for the most part, he just has a bunch of mainstream. I think what's that one band, the one with the girl in it, not Hailstorm. Well, she was on there too, but he,
the Pretty Reckless.
yeah, pretty He just picks like these Loudwire popular bands to go on there, and it's like everyone knows who they are already. Why don't you bring on the guys from the new wave of traditional heavy metal? That's what's blowing up right now, but he doesn't know what that is.
Dude, yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, but then like, I mean, it's cool to see like Dave Mustaine and all those guys on there.
Yeah,
So
no, that's true too. Like he does bring
whatever,
on the cool popular guys on there, so fair enough. He's smart
dude.
enough to get that right.
Dude,
But yeah,
one time I was like, okay, Marty Friedman was on there on like a Skype call, and I was
oh
like,
yeah,
any chance you can get Marty Friedman on the show? And he like responds with this like smart ass comment. He's like, I had him on the show. It's like amazing the amount of people we get like requested that have already been on here. And I was like, what the fuck? He was on a Skype call. Get him in there in the studio, bud.
yeah. It's Eddie Trunk is just such a weird guy.
I mean, he's
Um,
pretty cool sometimes, but he thinks the Struts are like the best new band, which is pretty unfortunate. So
uh, Yeah, and so they're kind of responding to what I said. In Eddie Trunk's defense, he didn't want to call it that metal show. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Heavy metal, hard rock. We all know what kind of music, the general, you know.
What
Um,
did he want to call it?
I don't know. I just to make it a little more broad so that, hard rock, 70s, 80s. He just wants to incorporate all of that. But yeah, metal is that's a cool name to call it.
Yeah, I was
And
kind of disappointed. Like by the time I got around to watching it, like they weren't showing the stuff from like the first few seasons, and I wanted to see it. There was like Dio was on an episode. I never like saw that
right.
episode like in full because they just kept like replaying the like same like newer ones over and over again.
Yeah, and I think the first season actually had like the best like guest lineup. They had like Halford and
Uh,
Mustaine and Dave Lombardo. They had like all the cool people, and then
well,
season
yeah,
two.
I seen a lot of those guys came back like second and third time,
Yeah,
but
that's true too. And that's kind of you probably shouldn't bring them back again until you get like the cool underrated guys, because if
yeah,
you keep re-bringing them back, it's like the same episode again. So
yeah. The one episode I remember seeing with Dave Mustaine was like right when Super Collider came out, and they were like promoting it on there. It was funny.
nice. Um, the network made him do that. Eddie Trunk just wanted it to be a general rock show. Okay. No, that's cool. I mean, obviously Eddie Trunk grew up with, a lot of 70s bands, and for God's sakes, his two favorite bands are Kiss and UFO. So honestly, he's more of a 70s guy overall, I'd say. Because when you hear him talk about metal, I mean, he only talks about like a handful of bands, and not many of them are that underrated.
Yeah.
When cucks like Eddie Trunk and Martin Popoff start talking about the Tony Martin Sabbath albums like they don't matter, they suck. I cringe. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, there's so many. Okay,
Who said that?
that was Texas Face Cowboy. He's going off tonight.
Jeez.
Um, it's so frustrating because okay, I know it's edgy to say why don't you talk about the underground bands? Okay, I get not everyone knows those, but if you're gonna talk about Sabbath, talk about the albums that no one talks about. If you're gonna talk about Priest, talk about the underrated stuff. Don't just talk about the same three albums that everyone puts at the top of their best albums list.
Understandable.
That's why, like, okay, British Steel is not a bad album, but people talk about it so much and so over the top. I mean,
It,
I get
uh,
tired of hearing about it.
it's not bad, but I definitely say it's overrated.
I just, people, it becomes like a group think. Like everybody just says the same stuff about the same albums. It's like no one wants to piss anyone off. And so that's why I made that Boomer video. It's like you guys are just huffing your own farts at this point, not saying anything different.
Yeah, I usually say stuff that pisses people off. So
That's all right.
it's like, yeah, Master of Puppets is overrated. People start fucking going crazy.
I think you're. I'm surprised you didn't get any heat from the Jeff Hanneman post.
Oh yeah, because I didn't put Rain and Blood in there.
Here, are there any comments?
One guy like on Instagram was like, "Where's Rain and Blood, dude?"
Oh yeah. See, dude, no one talks about that first album. That's becoming one of my favorites right now.
What, Show No Mercy?
Show No Mercy. Even though it honestly it kind of is like an Iron Maiden ripoff. I don't care. It sounds awesome. It's like trad metal.
I an Iron Maiden ripoff.
Well, like
I
how
wouldn't
the
say that. But,
the riffs are all galloping. You know what I mean? They all sound like Iron Maiden and Killers.
eh.
Like obviously that's where a lot of the influence came from. I mean, I'm not saying the songs are like ripoffs, but just there's a lot of that. Just like how people say Hello Eights has a lot of Merciful Fate influence.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I love those two albums. It's because
Mm.
you can tell what they're into at that point in time.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Javier said "Ram It Down" is underrated. Change my mind. I agree.
He's right. That's like a top 5 or 6 Judas Priest album, probably. You have something to say about the title track?
Oh, it's okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's this guy's like favorite Judas Priest song. Thinks it's the
It's
best.
I just honestly, I'm surprised more people don't say it because to me, everything about that song's perfect. You got that scream right at the beginning, awesome riff, awesome chorus, and then the guitar solo. It's like that's it. That's all I need from Judas Priest is that song.
Yeah, Painkiller better.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier, while I don't like whole lot of underrated bands, I have at least not yet. I love a ton of underrated albums by known bands. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't care if people don't know the Scandinavian, Swedish bands. I don't care. If you're gonna like the popular bands, go through all their stuff. Don't just go through the stuff that everyone talks about. But anyway,
Indeed.
but you know what we think. You know what we're all about. All right, I think this pretty much answers our question: how much feedback we're gonna get.
How many people are watching right now? Just two or three?
Yeah, it's just two. Javier says System has failed as a top five Megadeth album for me. I agree. Well, actually, I don't know if
You
it's
agree? All their albums are amazing, almost. So
yeah, probably top
hard to
seven,
rank.
8, 9. I don't know.
Didn't you have one of the like? You had like some random song from that album, like in your top 10 Megadeth songs.
Oh
Like,
yeah, when I did my Megadeth ranking a long time ago, I put "Truth Be Told" in the top 10. I love that song still. That's still my favorite from that album.
yeah, I'd probably go with Black Metal Universe. Well, my top three: Black Metal Universe, Kick the Chair, and Back in the Day.
Oh yeah, those three. Do either of y'all like Typo Negative? I like Typo Negative.
I'm not really a fan. Sorry.
No, it's cool. They got a lot of you know, they're kind of hard to get into. Like, why don't you like them, Bryce?
Just don't like the style.
Because honestly, a lot of it sounds like doom metal to me. Like,
I don't know.
like a lot of it has
It's
like
just
cool
weird. I
Sabbath
don't
riffs
know.
in it.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
I'm not a fake goth. I don't like
Not
them.
a fake
Sorry.
goth. Honestly, I kind of want the fake goths in here just so we can get some more activity in here. Very random, but How the Story Ends is a top 10 Megadeth song, in my opinion. I like a lot of the other songs on that album, to be honest.
Every Megadeth song is amazing.
How about Xandria, symphonic power metal with a hot singer? That sounds like a lot of bands, to be honest.
I think I saw you post that and I listened to the song. It sounded like decent, but that was Texas Space Cowboy. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, your rock and metal life hit it with a retweet.
really.
Yeah. Yeah. The caption was like power symphonic power metal with the singer like is easy on the eyes. I remember seeing it. I see
Yeah.
the stuff.
Maybe we need to get Rock and Metal Life in here one of these days. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Where's I'm gonna haunt you,
I
Mr.
don't know.
Kyle.
Can you go on Twitter?
Yeah, they just
Okay,
ignore
here.
us, dude. Hold on.
Yeah, check if he responded.
No, he didn't respond.
All right. You want to check out a band with a hot singer? Check out Crystal Viper. Those guys are awesome.
Who said that? You're just saying that, or somebody said
Yeah.
that?
No, I'm just saying that.
You can check out like 6 different Japanese
Of course,
girl
man.
metal bands. Mary's Blood, Love
Of course.
Bites. Those bands are amazing.
Yeah, man. If you guys need any Japanese information, this guy's the expert.
I know some stuff.
All right, I think
Takeyoshi
we're
Imura, best Japanese guitar player almost.
gonna. Or what is it, Sue? My
Sue from Galnerius is amazing. Akio Shimizu from Anthem is another amazing one. Lita Cygnus and Takayoshi Imura from Baby Metal, both amazing. You've got, of course, Akira Takasaki from Loudness. Yeah,
A pretty good country.
they produce some nice metal.
Texas Space Cowboy says, as long as there's only 3 to 4 people in these streams, it's good. Any more, it turns into a yelling contest. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes.
That is true.
See, the funny thing about the streams is over the internet, it's an absolute nightmare sometimes because everyone's trying to get their say in. If we were in person, that'd be awesome. Like that, I think that would work a lot better. Like 8, 10 people would work because we could all like split up into like 1-on-1, 2-on-2. But over the internet, it's just it's always chaotic.
We have
All right,
downfall
hopefully everybody-
streams.
Yeah, a little place called the Downfall Network. You know what?
And,
I was gonna end this thing, but let me see if I can get 80s glam metal in here. He's active right now.
80s glam metal.
You know that guy?
Yeah. He's like, I'm an expert on glam metal, so
I was showing him Virgin Steel the other day, and he loved it.
is he an older guy or is he young?
I think he's an older guy. I think he's
Yeah,
a
see,
boomer.
posted something 1 minute ago. He makes these like tracks on YouTube.
Yeah, it's through not Bandcamp. It's that Garage. It's that app where
Yeah,
you can make your own music.
Yeah, he sends them to me. He's like, check this out, dude.
Yeah, man. Nah, y'all still yell over each other anytime someone says something you disagree with. Yeah, that's true. That's fair enough.
Who does? Just like us?
Yeah.
That's probably Kyle mostly being a retard.
Oh yeah, Kyle. Kyle always gets us going.
He intentionally says like the opposite thing of what we say just to make us mad, even if he agrees with what we're saying.
It's awesome. Honestly, dude, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love when he does that because I can't tell when he's joking.
Well, he's being serious when he says that nothing from the 2000s is good, which is pretty stupid. But
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I'm not even gonna listen to this or attempt. He's like, this just sucks because it was released in like 2002.
Yeah, next time we're just gonna tell him Enforcer started in 1983.
Yeah, he's said some. Like, I think he said that like Enforcer and like as like one of the only bands he has like a song or two from like in his that's like newer in his library. Yeah, nobody's asking any questions on my Twitter post, which is unfortunate.
It's weird because like you get instant feedback for everything else.
Well, that one time I did the Q&A thing, I had like 100 responses. I just don't think anybody likes you, dude. Sorry.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that one guy that was saying Kingdom Come is a straight up Led Zeppelin ripoff. I was like responding to him, not even like calling him like stupid or anything. I just like said what I thought, and he blocked me. I was like, boy.
That's
like, yeah. Other than like 2 songs that sound like really similar, which is like Get It On, is like the one they got really popular for. And, like they have 13 albums, and like overall, like the tone of the guitars doesn't really sound the same, and they're faster and heavier. So they're definitely not clones. And he's just blocked.
Yeah, the guitar player sounds nothing like Jimmy Page, and so really it's just the singer who sounds like Plant.
I mean, yeah, you can clearly tell the difference. Like he has his own like style, kind of, but
Right.
you can tell that they sound kind of similar, but they're not like the exact same.
And you can pull up old music critic reviews of Whitesnake, and people accuse them of being Zeppelin ripoffs when Slide It In came out, just because Coverdale sounds like Robert Plant sometimes.
Yeah.
But people are just not wise.
Yeah. Yeah, Lenny Wolf is the singer for Kingdom Come, by the way. Was the singer for him. He got replaced by Keith St. John.
Yeah, man.
Which I don't know why. I don't know why he quit. He's only like 56.
It's probably.
I think pretty much the band was like the band was like retiring, and then like a year later, they're like, we want to keep going, and Lenny's just like, we're done, dude. And then they just go without him.
Oh wait, hold on. I think we can get this guy in your 80s metal.
He's gonna quiz us on obscure glam metal.
Oh, here, hold on.
Ask him what he thinks about Alley Cat Scratch.
Yeah, if he doesn't know who they are, he's a poser. Anyway, what do you think about this Kiss controversy that's blowing up recently?
What? How they used some like backing vocal like on tape or whatever?
No, the Ace Frehley going off on Gene.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, same here. Honestly, like it's basically exactly what the fans have wanted to happen for years.
Yeah, for like 15, 20 years, yeah.
So if people want to say like, oh, he's starting drama, just let Kiss tour, leave him alone. I mean, this is hilarious. And then he mentions like his wife, Gene Simmons groped his wife one time. Like this is the most random like rant I've ever seen.
Did Peter Criss say anything or no?
No, that guy might as well be dead.
He can barely move. Yeah.
All right, I think 80s metal's in the comments. Hold on. You can also use the live chat if I don't think you need a YouTube account, do you?
What, to be on here asking questions?
Yeah.
You probably have to. I mean, if he posts videos on YouTube, like the thing. So.
Oh, so that should be perfect. It should be perfect, man.
Dude, getting Nadir to Priest in here.
Yeah, honest. Wait, you know what?
From London.
Yeah, we'll get the singer from London in here.
Call That Girl. Best album from 2019 so far.
Yeah, man.
Shouting it out. Don't Cry Wolf. Playa del Rock. London.
Of course. I wanted to do this last weekend, but we never got around to it. And so since tomorrow's the Super Bowl, this is kind of like the perfect time to be doing this because everyone's going to be watching foosball tomorrow.
Yep. Well, Texas Space Cowboy hit my tweet with a retweet.
What a beast.
Thank you, sir.
We're very desperate for attention right now.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, wait.
What do we got?
Texas Space Cowboys' favorite movie from the 80s is Blade Runner.
Really? That's a qualified answer.
Not bad. But the answer I think I might go with is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Really?
Perhaps.
You know, I'm curious, Texas. Which album do you prefer? Killers or Iron Maiden's debut?
I'm pretty sure he's gonna say Killers.
See, like I feel like I'm supposed to like the debut more, but I don't know, man. Just Killers does it for me.
That's unfortunate.
Because I think I we pretty much went over this already. Charlotte the Harlot's chorus just makes me I don't know what it is, man. It's the most obnoxious, like formulaic chorus.
Get over it.
I can't, man. Paul Diano's stupid voice just ruins it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe if Bruce was on it, I'd love it.
Yeah. All right, stand by, stand by.
Maybe if Blaze Bailey was on it. I was messing with Septic Siren's boyfriend earlier, and it was he doesn't understand like edgy humor, I guess. I don't know.
Wait, what? What?
No, I left a comment on Septic Siren's boyfriend's video he put out yesterday. That's the cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Who is? I don't know who that is.
Here,
Who's?
I'll send you the link after. It's
Uh,
pretty bad. Oh, guess who's in the chat right now?
who?
We got a special guest here tonight. We got Michael Perez, Michael Perez
Oh hell yeah!
from Fresno, California, invading the chat. Book of Souls is better than Firepower. You can't change my mind. All right, Michael, you're gone. You're banned from the chat. I'm sorry. Bryce, please tell you don't agree with that shit.
I don't agree,
All
but
right, thank
I
you.
I don't think either of them are great.
Oh boy,
Like
come on.
they're both like pretty good, but
Here's the thing: people are sleeping on that opening track from Book of Souls. If you turn, you should fail. That
my favorite
song
on
is
that was the title track.
that song is epic.
Yeah, Redeemer of Souls is better than both. So
Better than both combined.
maybe it's definitely better
Yeah.
than both of them individually.
Yikes. All
Battle
right.
Cry is amazing.
80s Metal said he couldn't figure out the comment section, probably because he's a boomer. But he asked me in the direct message, do you guys think Sabotage will ever do another album? Probably not, because well, see, here's the thing. TSO makes so much money. There's no good reason to stop doing that for Sabotage, which is probably not going to sell hardly anything in comparison, at least.
Yeah, but they should do another album. It would be amazing.
Yeah, I'm curious how that would sound.
Their last one, that's one from 2001, right? The last one.
Oh, it's in Mad Men. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good album.
No, it's amazing. I don't know if John Oliva can. Well, actually, I saw a Wacken performance where John Oliva was singing, and even though he's like 500 pounds, the guy's still got his voice. It sounds awesome.
Hmm.
So I don't know if
Oh,
he
hold
could
on,
still do a studio album. What's that?
some guy asked a question like on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Well, he says, okay, here's his question. I don't know if he's listening. It's Steven, not Saint.
Oh,
He
I
says,
see.
I notice that the weed acceptance has sparked rap acts to perform at the conferences and promotional conventions. It's really a thing. What about metal? What a great way to reestablish the power of amperage. There is no longer promotion like when I was young.
What, people smoking weed at concerts? That what he, is
Um,
that what he means?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I don't know,
What's your
man.
take?
Either way, you're not gonna be able to stop that ever, no matter how much security or
I mean, they could
whatever you
stop it if
do.
they really wanted to, but I don't think they care.
That's such a
But
random
yeah,
question, honestly.
yeah, I don't even know what the answer. Like, I don't smoke, and I
All right,
don't
Michael
care
Perez,
to. So
ask another question.
get him
You're,
here to
you're.
talk.
Oh, you know what? That's an even better question. That's an even better thing to tell him. I answered your gosh darn question. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Texas. I didn't even see that. I was looking at Michael's question. All right. Between Iron Maiden and Killers, it's very close. I love them both, but I have a slight preference for Killers. Iron Maiden is still the best debut album ever. I like it. I like that
Hmm.
answer.
I disagree, but it's okay.
All
You're
right.
still a beast.
What are your three favorite songs from the first album, Bryce?
Transylvania, the title track, and hold up. I don't have it like just stamped in my mind.
You should, you poser.
Sorry. Hold up, I gotta find the freaking track list. Well, you see, probably gonna have to go with Prowler two, top
Really?
three, but
Not
yeah,
even Phantom of the Opera.
no. I mean that's probably like top five, but like they're both good albums.
Right.
Just yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not really a blowout. It's just I don't know. Another thing too. This is another problem with ranking albums. A lot of people go with the first one they heard first, and so that's why some people prefer it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a me problem. Maybe I heard Killers, but honestly, yeah, they're both pretty consistent overall. Is
All
what
right, here. Name your top six Annihilator albums and rank the top four songs on each of those within the next 40 seconds. Go.
what's the question?
Rank your top six Annihilator albums and rank the top four songs on each album.
All right. So you're gonna hate me for this, but I
I was
really like.
kidding, but
No. I'm gonna do it. The debut's way better. Well, maybe not way better, but
not even close.
definitely pretty more consistent overall. I'd say.
No, no. Never
I mean,
Neverland is definitely better and more consistent. But,
all right. Which songs on the first album ruined the
dude,
rank?
it's none of them. Like, it's still a top like 15 or 20 album. I'm just saying, Neverland is like better easily.
But is there a song on Alice in Hell that like pisses you off, and that's why it
No,
drops the ranking? So just
I mean none of
strong
them.
songs on Never Neverland.
Just like after, let's see, yeah, like Neverland is just better overall in my opinion. You
Like
saw the video.
where in Alice in Hell do you think it starts to drop off in quality?
Well, obviously the first like four songs after Wicked Mystic,
Yeah.
just not too amazing.
Oh no. Oh no,
I
bro.
mean, I mean, it's still Human Insecticide is pretty amazing.
Yeah, dude. Best closer.
Skizos,
What's that?
best closer, what
Best closer for Annihilator.
ever?
No,
Oh,
for Annihilator.
maybe I don't know.
What's the last song
I don't know
on
about that one,
Never
Chief.
Neverland? I am it.
Yeah,
I am in command.
brain dance better from Set the World on Fire.
That's an awesome song. Honestly,
Well, okay,
my favorite Annihilator albums are probably in order. The first three albums,
that's unfortunate.
but what else am I not thinking of?
Well, we know that the first three Annihilator albums are not the only good ones, and like pretty much almost all
No,
their albums are pretty good. Yeah.
yeah, I like all the other stuff too. King of the Kill. So okay, because Jeff Waters made a big ass deal about it. Would you really put Schizo Deluxe on your top five of their albums?
Um, I doubt it. He said that's his favorite, but he said Never Never Land is the best.
Honestly, he's probably just trying to promote it.
Well, I mean, it's like 10 years after, so it's not like it's like the new album. But that no, no, that video is from like 2017 where he says
Oh,
this, so it's
really?
not like yeah, it's not like it just came out. And
Interesting.
he could have said that about freaking the new album. He could have said it about Suicide Society.
Right. Honestly, that's
He
probably his
said it
worst
about
album.
Schizo. Yeah, probably Schizo Deluxe.
Where's Criteria for Black Widow on your list?
That could probably be like fifth. I mean, I like the first three. I like Never Never Land first, then probably Alice in Hell, then Set the World on Fire. Then it gets tricky. I don't know. I mean,
Um,
I like Carnival Diablos a lot. So
Hunter Killer.
yeah, Hunter Killer
So,
denied.
so Double Live Annihilation is the top five live album ever.
No, maybe like top 12. That album is amazing. Like they play, like Jeff Waters plays like amazing live. Like he's super clean. So doesn't really matter who he's got like singing.
Hold on, I think we got more questions. Oh, we got a couple actually. The Metalhead channel. The problem was I followed the link from Twitter versus going to the app. Oh, okay. I only like the first two Annihilator albums. Okay, so you're banned. I'm sorry.
Who said that?
The Metalhead channel. Sorry, buddy, you're banned from this for life.
He hasn't listened to anything after that because I don't really see why people don't like anything after. It's still heavy and fast, thrashy,
Yeah,
amazing
man.
as hell.
It goes back to what we are saying about Sabbath. Like, for anyone who likes Ozzy and Dio, I mean, there's no reason not to like Tony Martin. I mean, I understand the guy's haircut is awful, but what
Yeah,
what you hear first doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, there's a lot of people who have like a gut reaction when it comes to listening to music, like Peace Cells and Rust in Peace. Like the fact that Peace Cells was most likely the first Megadeth album people heard, a lot of people picked that one as why it's better. And then a lot of people hear, Hangar 18 and stuff like that over and over again, so they get tired of Rust in Peace.
yeah, you can't really get tired of that album. It's perfect. So
What do we got here? Tony Martin's Skull It is godly. My bad, my bad. That's a good point. Nah, dude, honestly, like Tony Martin, like a lot of other singers, like he started out looking awesome, but then he slowly started balding, which
hey,
that
wait, hold
happens to a lot of
on.
people. So I'm not, I'm not,
Kyle's responding.
I'm not talking down to him. I'm just saying,
Hey, Kyle, check the chat real quick.
what's going on?
Kyle, he said his new Gmail is Dizzy Borden one.
Oh God. All right, you guys want to see a train wreck? Just wait a couple minutes when we invite Kyle.
This dude.
Probably the little-
He thinks Viking is better than Megadeth.
What? Wait, what?
He thinks Viking is better than Megadeth.
Oh,
He thinks any unpopular band that has like two
he's,
albums and like
he's
shitty
joking.
production.
He's got to be.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably joking, but he honestly he thinks DRI is the best thrash metal band, which is pretty unfortunate.
Tony Martin dresses like a gothic cowboy. That's true, especially on his solo albums. That's what he looks like.
How many solo albums does he have?
Just three.
What year? What years?
Uh, cannot tell you to be honest. Hold on.
I haven't heard him. So like, what is it? Is it like it's heavy metal, hard rock, rock? What is it?
It's mainly hard rock, honestly. Not too heavy. I mean, it's not really metal in most areas. Some of it sounds like Deep Purple, and then he actually had a bonus track that was going to be on Tony Martin Sabbath album. He has that on one of his solo albums instead.
Is there any notable musicians playing on his solo albums?
I think Cozy Powell did the first one, if I remember correctly. Hold on. Let me
Texas
make
Space
sure.
Cowboys, the Cozy Pal expert. He'll answer in like 3 seconds.
Oh, that's true. He's probably already. Who is the? Come on. Oh, dude, we're getting people in here.
How many we got watching?
Oh, he got 4. That's a lot for us.
Oh shit.
But we got like different people commenting. Steven. Oh, it's Steven, not Saint. Uh, Come on. Sabotage is unparalleled. That's my favorite Ozzy Sabbath album. And Bryce is gonna kick my ass for saying that though.
What, Sabotage?
Yeah, that's my
I
favorite.
mean, that's my second. That's like my second favorite, so I don't really.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
Paranoid's still my favorite, probably.
Did you guys
Unfortunately.
see Tony Iommi and Tony Martin recently? He posted a Facebook picture. Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully they write some music. Did you hear about the new Tool album? It's called Omegas. Wait, is this like all coming out right now?
What do you mean?
Is Tool like announcing this like right now today, Ryan?
Yeah, they said their new album's coming out, I think, like in a couple months or something.
Oh my God. Texas Space Cowboys asking, what were you asking about Cozy Powell? Oh, did he play on the first Tony Martin album? The solo album, I mean. No? Shit. Could have sworn he was on it.
Dude, come on.
That one where
You
he's
just got
holding the
exposed.
guitar in a weird angle. I could have sworn he was on it.
Well, you were wrong.
Hold on. He actually did a guest appearance on a Candlemass 20th year anniversary DVD. That's pretty epic. Okay, I see what you're saying, Brody. I see what you're saying. Steven Not Saint said he's burnt out on Paranoid. So am I, honestly.
That's
I mean,
unfortunate.
I really like Fairies Wear Boots and Electric Funeral and Hand of Doom. Everything else I've kind of heard too many times, but I'll still listen to it if it comes on the radio. Oh, you know what? I think the guy I called a boomer is actually in the chat right now responding.
Who, 80s glam metal?
No, Metalhead Channel. I think I called him a boomer. I did go to concerts in the 80s. I am 42. Okay, sorry. I'm not trying to start a generational war. Well, I kind of am, actually.
Yeah, Aaron's an elitist, so just don't pay too much attention to him.
Just anyone who looks and sounds like Eddie Trunk, I'm not a fan. Okay. That is 80s glam metal. Okay, my bad.
Dude. Has he asked any what questions did he ask? Did he ask any?
Yeah, I answered his question on Sabotage.
Oh
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
actually. I'm kind of afraid if they were to make an album because I don't know if John Oliva still can sing. He did like 2 years ago, but you know, some singers that's pushing it.
And he's not that old. I'm sure he'll be like decent.
Yeah, but he's probably gained another 300 pounds. How about Ingve? Yeah, dude. He needs to hire a singer. That's his problem. When he sings his songs live, it sounds good. On record, it's awful. It's unlistenable.
He needs to get Tim Ripper Owens back.
Yeah, that too. Those 2 albums he did with him were awesome.
Yeah.
And for
What'd you
some
think
reason,
about
the production on those two
about?
albums is like really weird.
Yeah. You heard his new song?
Which one?
His like he had like a new song come out like yesterday.
Who?
Yngwie Malmsteen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like a bluesy like it's like blues.
Yeah, he's like writing bluesier songs. Like I don't know if World on Fire had a song like that,
Like it
but
literally came out like yesterday. It's on Spotify. and stuff.
Really
You can check it out. Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, he always covers like Jimi Hendrix songs whenever he plays live. He'll do like Hey Joe and I forget what the other one he does.
I don't think he did that when I saw him before.
Oh, he said it's a covers album. Wait,
Was the song he just released a cover?
I don't know. What's the name of the song?
I don't know. I only listened to it once.
Yeah, he said Ingve released his best stuff early on. Now he's reduced to not much. He still shreds, so at
I mean, he had
least
a lot of really good. He had a lot of good albums in the '90s.
yeah,
So
that too.
like
80s and
set like
90s.
like 6 albums in, he was still like 6, 7, 8 albums in.
Yeah, as long as your favorite Ingve album's not Eclipse, I pretty much agree.
Yeah, yeah.
The track list is on Blabbermouth. Here, I'll check that out. Okay. Deep Purple, Jimi Hendrix, The Beatles. Oh, that's unfortunate. Uh, what do we got here? Oh, dude, I'm seeing. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say there's a lot of deep cuts, but no, Demon's Eye by Deep Purple, and then Purple Haze. While my guitar gently weeps, Paint It Black, Smoke on the Water. Come on, dude, really? This is all you got? I mean, I'm not bashing the guy, but Smoke on the fucking Water, really? Anyways, I just, I don't know how you're this late into the game and you want to still play popular songs. Facing the Animal kicks ass. That's true. Texas Space Cowboy likes that album too. What's the worst metal news website? Probably all of them.
Probably a Loud Sound Epicenter.
Yeah, that one sucks.
No, honestly, Metal Sucks and Loudwire.
Metal
Terrible.
cucks.
Yeah,
No,
it's pretty
that's too
terrible.
edgy. That's too edgy even for me. I take that back. Yeah, Loudwire has the worst list, and so does Rolling Stone.
Yeah, Loudwire's way too freaking biased.
Honestly, Blabbermouth, I'm starting to like them because all they do is talk shit, which is like my area of expertise. So, and there's a lot of metal drama going on, so I don't blame them for taking advantage of it. But they
Yeah,
do have a lot of bad clickbait titles, taking people's word
yeah.
context and stuff. So,
So, so you like Blabbermouth, but you think Loudwire is the worst, or you think Metal Sucks is the worst?
I don't know, man. They're all pretty bad. I
Well,
just,
you know why Loudwire is the worst, right?
why is that?
Okay, you saw their top 70 hard
Oh,
rock albums of the 70s.
I know where this is going.
This
Go
man, he
ahead.
didn't put one. There's not one Ted Nugent album on the top 70. 70 from the 70s.
Yeah,
This man
that's
is un. This guy is an idiot, man.
because here's the thing, man. Obviously, Ted Nugent is very polarizing, but dude, those albums from the 70s are way better than most of Aerosmith, most of UFO. I mean, easily.
Ted's the best. Best 70s material.
All his stuff. He's got bluesy stuff. He's got stuff that's almost metal. Yeah, Ted Nugent's
Oh,
awesome.
he's a goat. We support the man.
At least Loudwire and Metal Injection have good interviews sometimes. That's true. Well, the problem with Loudwire's interviews is that, oh my God, that Graham Hartman
Yeah, he's our main guy.
can't really, no, I'm not going to.
He's less entertaining than us.
Well, honestly, he's basically a younger Eddie Trunk,
Uh,
as in,
maybe.
like, he doesn't talk about bands that are worth talking about.
He posts a ton of new metal, like
Yeah,
NU, like corn shit and like corn and all that.
yeah, honestly, Jared Dines is like that too. He's supposed to be like a metal guy, but he's like a new metal guy, really, is what he is.
Yeah, I mean, new metal isn't like the worst thing ever, but it's like the only thing Loudwire posts. It's like what the hell?
Oh, dude, Steven Not Saint said, I really like your Ted Nugent defense. I watched Scream Dreams 1979 in Detroit, and Justice is the only tour as loud. Oh, Justice for All.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I've heard that Ted Nugent had some like super loud shit like back in the day.
Yeah, even the that
Some of the
double wide
loudest.
ponytail,
Yeah, yeah.
you can hear like just how much how much shit's going
Yeah.
on.
I unfortunately could not experience it, so lucky you.
Yeah, dude. 80s glam metal says he hates new metal. I agree. Now, obviously, I like some songs from that era, but as a whole, it's kind of like the 90s. Just a lot of bands got ruined because of it. And there's still bands today that still want to sound new metal. Even
Yeah,
like,
the best new metal isn't that great, but the best new metal like album is the first Drowning Pool album, probably.
oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Steven Not saying Ted Nugent has no power right now. Hold on, buddy. What are you trying to say?
The man's 70 years old.
Well, here's the thing. When I think he means like the stage show. Like obviously he's not running around in the loincloth. As
It's
much as
still
I want
good.
him
Like
to.
I saw him in 2016 and 17. He still puts on a good show.
Yeah. I think that's what he meant is like there's not much like
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's
ener-
not going to be as
energetic.
energetic and like sprinting around the stage and flying off of shit now.
But yeah,
But
I saw him in Arizona when I took a vacation there, and he was awesome, dude. It was basically like a little just tiny bar that he played in, and it was awesome.
yeah, still pretty loud and or super loud and amazing.
Yeah, dude. I should have I should have broken into a Razor Fist's house while I was there. I think he was at Target because I was messaging in the group chat about it.
Yeah, why wasn't he there? What the hell?
Oh, I know. What's up with that? New metal is mostly garbage. Yeah, I agree.
For the most part,
Ted Nugent is probably still good at the bow and arrow and making beef jerky. Probably.
he is. Who said that?
80s glam metal.
Yeah, that's basically the reason why I saw things saying that Ted Nugent, like the only reason holding back a Damn Yankees like reunion and tour is because he doesn't want to give up his hunting season, which like Damn Yankees getting back together is going to take like a year round like world tour apparently is what like something I saw said, and Ted Nugent's like, yeah, I can't give up my hunting season. I can only tour during the summer. So that's pretty unfortunate.
Stephen Not Saint said that Michael Schenker and UFO now are better than Ted Nugent now. I don't know, man. How
Saying it, Chief.
you gotta send me some UFO stuff because honestly, dude, UFO not really a big fan to tell you the truth. I mean, they got some good albums and some good songs, but
Like their
I
70s stuff is good.
I rarely go back and listen to that stuff.
Like Ted Nugent, his album from 2014 wasn't that good, and then the one from 2007, Love Grenade, is like really good. And then this one from this like last year was better than the 2014 album, but
Music made me do it.
it, it was a solid album. Yeah.
Let's see if we can get Kyle in here.
Yeah, I gotta get the Dragon on the Penetrator album from 1984 tattooed on my arm. Gotta get me a Ted Nugent tattoo. I think that's gonna do it.
What else we got? I saw Damn Yankees open for Bad Company. Oh shit, dude. That's so
Who did?
80s glam metal.
Dang. That's cool. That's back then. So that would have been like 1990. So I think Brian Howe was the singer for Bad Company at that time, which he sang on the 1984 Ted Nugent album Penetrator, and then went on to be in Bad Company for like the next like he joined Bad Company in like 85, 86, and sang on Holy Water in 1990. So basically, like a bunch of people that were in Ted Nugent's band like went on to be in like other bands that were pretty big, like Charlie Hune. He's been in Foghat since 2000, and he was in Ted Nugent's band from 78 to 82 on like 3 albums. Um, the guy who played rhythm guitar and sang on Little Miss Dangerous and If You Can't Lick 'Em, Lick 'Em. He has been in, I think, REO Speedwagon for like the last like 30 years as a guitar player. So, pretty amazing.
You know what's weird about Foghat's Twitter account? I don't know if anyone in here's noticed, but they have like 20,000 followers, and yet they only get like one like and one retweet every time they tweet. Interesting.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Honestly, they probably bought their followers, which, I don't blame them. But
I gotta follow him. Support my boy Charlie. He's
so
a
he's still with
beast.
them right now?
Yeah, he's been their like rhythm guitar player and lead singer since like 1999.
Interesting.
The guy who sang on Weekend Warriors,
Oh yeah.
State of Shock. Yeah, he was on those, and he was on Scream Dream.
For the longest time, I thought that was Derek St. Young. Derek St. Oh, what am I talking about?
It's Derek St. Holmes. They sound pretty similar, but like they're both amazing singers. Like every singer Ted Nugent would get is pretty dang good.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so the 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 chick on Little Miss Dangerous, that's his wife right now, right?
No,
Really? That's not her?
no. Little Miss Dangerous came out in '86, and
Wasn't
he
he with
didn't.
her by then?
No, no, no. He met her in like '88, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
That is definitely not her.
Yeah,
Shemaine Nugent. That's
yeah.
his wife right now. That's not her. That's just like a random girl, I think.
Oh, okay, all right. I was wondering that because
I think
I knew they
the
met like a long time ago.
I don't know if the girl who like that Hawaiian girl he got married to
Oh yeah.
or got with like when I don't know if she's like in the music video or something for that song. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and
Oh
look at
yeah.
that.
I don't know what's up. Uh, 80s glam metal asks, what's the problem with Wasp? They don't make good music anymore, in my opinion. Uh, their 2000 stuff's pretty good, I think.
I like most of their albums. Yeah, I've just bought Golgotha
Yeah,
on
Golgotha
vinyl the
has
other
good
day.
songs on it.
Yeah, Babylon's good.
Babylon, yeah.
Mm,
Check out well, I mean, it's not really new anymore, but like the early 2000 stuff's good. Uh,
yeah, they're
yeah,
one of my favorite bands. I mean,
Dominator,
Blackie's a man.
and then they got that album for the 9/11, the 9/11 victims.
Dying for the World, I think is what it's called. Lost. Oh, hey, check what Kyle said in the chat real quick.
He said he can't. He said he can't make it.
Boy.
It all sounds the same to me. Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of like bands with modern production. A lot of the songs just don't really sound like the classic stuff. I think that's what Kyle tries to tell us. But I don't know. To me, the Wasp songs sound pretty good, and a lot of other bands
I like, yeah.
like Megadeth.
Basically, like the older bands that put out like the best stuff, like are probably Overkill, Megadeth, Loudness, Wasp, and Anthem are like up there. Are my favorites. They're old.
Dominator was the last good one, in my opinion. Yeah, man. Nah, that's cool.
I mean, yeah, they only had two since then, but they need to make a new album is what they need to do.
Uh, Texas Space Cowboy says the political and religious stuff on the Wasp albums is a little too on the nose for me. See, I kind of like it because in a way you don't really know. Well, I mean, we know what side he's on, but
He's a beast.
I like when albums that want to talk about politics and religion, they're a little more vague. Like I know the Megadeth does that a lot, especially with their recent albums, like Dystopia,
Yeah.
Endgame has a lot of that stuff in it. But
Unite
yeah,
Abominations.
yeah, that too, of course. And the system has failed. Literally has politics
Uh,
on the cover. Yeah.
Miss Rodham.
Uh, 80s glam metal said I want to like it. See, that's how I feel about a lot of modern metal albums that I don't like. Honestly, Babylon's not really my favorite from that
Well,
era.
Babylon's Burning is like one of the best 2000s Wasp
Yeah, I
songs.
agree
The
with. I
song,
really
yeah.
like that song. Yeah,
There's a cool music video with it and everything.
I would. I would probably honestly. I would probably check out "Dying for the World." That's probably my favorite from the 2000s. But then
Yeah.
what's the one before that? Terror.
Unholy Terror.
That one's really good too.
Yeah, those two are. I mean, I like those two, Dominator and Babylon, the best. The Neon God albums aren't quite as good in my opinion, but they're both pretty good too.
And I do know what you mean by like I don't go back to those albums the way I go back to the Wasp debut and Last Command, all that stuff. So it does kind of it makes you think, why don't I go back to those albums as much if they're so good? But objectively speaking, still pretty good. But like it's frustrating because bands can always put out good albums. It's just they don't always do it. Like Megadeth's Dystopia, I still listen to regularly. And meanwhile, you got Metallica putting out horseshit. But anyways, very subtle comparison, I think.
Dude, yeah, I definitely say to listen to the Loudness albums from the 2000s. Like, there's a lot of great underrated shit in there. And they've released they have 27 albums, so a ton of shit.
Headless Children. Oh yeah, forgot about that one. See, Headless Children is the beginning of Blackie Lawless talking about politics, and it works. If you can just put it in music form without beating someone over the head with it, it works.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. Where are your 30,000 followers, Bryce? What's going on?
They don't care. Most of them ignore the shit unless it's like some Iron Maiden song. So
Well, it's funny. I put out that kick the chair uh, post, and because it's Megadeth, it gets like 50 in one day. But Virgin Steel only gets what is that at like
6
10?
likes.
Yeah, man. What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, they're just not as good, so nobody cares.
The Devil You Know by Black Sabbath is my favorite album of the 2000s. That is an awesome album. That actually took me a while to get into. Is same with Dehumanizer. I didn't like it as much at first. And then I went back and realized, holy shit, this is one of their best albums. Yeah, most people don't even listen to it because it's 90s or 2000s, but awesome. All right. I think we accomplished what we were looking for here.
How many people are still in here?
Just two. It's 80s glam metal and Texas Space Cowboy. Well, I appreciate you guys supporting us. We're trying to get the ball rolling and get as much activity as possible. Maybe we can do this a couple more times in the future. But yeah, I think
Sounds good. We're done here.
Virgin Steel, you sent me kicked ass. Thank you, 80s glam metal. Yeah, check out Virgin Steel, guys. All right, I'm telling you. People are sleeping on him.
Who's better, Virgin Steel or Manila Road?
Virgin Steel, definitely.
Really?
Manila Road's vocalist Mark, he I'm sorry to say his voice is just really weird. I still like it, but it does kind of ruin the music sometimes. Virgin Steel is just epic, it's Iron Maiden type stuff, awesome riffs, big choruses.
Uh, who's
Shit.
better? Who's better, Fate's Warning or Virgin Steel?
Uh well, it's kind of hard because Fates Warning kind of became a different band in the 90s. They became more prog. I'd say Virgin Steel though. They're a lot better overall than Fates Warning.
Uh, so okay, who's better? Who's better, Agent Steel or Virgin Steel?
Well, Agent Steel only has like 4 albums. So, but no, I mean, I love them both. But yeah,
Yeah.
if this was on the Downfall Network, it'd get more views, but everyone would be arguing. That's true. That's
Who's the
Texas Space Cowboy. That is,
he watches those too?
yeah, man. Texas Space Cowboy knows what's up.
I thought I was trying to I know Downfall was about to do a stream yesterday and they went on for 2 minutes and they quit it and I thought they were gonna start another one but they didn't.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I thought, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even involved in that.
Yeah, they're abandoning you.
Yeah, they're outsourcing. All right, guys. I think that's a wrap for us. We appreciate you guys sticking around.
Yeah, man. Till next time. Adios.
Later.